Hello, today I'll introduce MedCreds, a system for digitally verifying the results of medical tests that is secure, trustworthy, and that protects patient privacy. The patient persona is the first experience I'll demonstrate for you. Please imagine that the patient is a person who, for one reason or another, has been asked to take a medical test. She may need a test to return to her job, or she may be one of the many people who are currently unemployed and needs a test to get a job in the first place. She also has a vested interest in retaining a full control over the privacy of her medical data. This is a paramount design consideration for us. Most of the scenarios you'll see today involve patients, as they naturally find themselves at the center of our system design. When we work on this system as engineers and product designers, we summon maximal empathy for this persona, because in reality, she could be any of us. Let's assume that, as a patient, I've been asked to sign up for a MedCreds account and schedule a remote self-test. The patient is logged in for the first time, and she's greeted with a clear call to action. She clicks Make Connection. She's invited to install a digital wallet and scan the QR code. Let's assume the patient has gone ahead and installed a mobile wallet. In some ways, a mobile wallet is like a digital version of a physical wallet, in that it's a safe place to store personal information and in that it remains under control of the person who owns it. When the patient scans the QR code displayed on the web page, a secure connection is established through which the patient may receive verifiable credentials and send digital proofs. Once the connection is made on the patient's browser, she now sees a list of available lab appointments. She chooses a time slot that works for her. A video call is scheduled and placed on the lab's calendar. When the time for the call arrives, the patient may click on the link in the invitation to initiate the video call. I will now demonstrate the doctor persona. This is a person who works in a medical test lab. One of the roles she performs is to administer medical tests or observe as the patient performs a self-test. This may happen remotely over a video call. When the test is complete, the doctor will submit the results into the system. They will then appear in a queue awaiting certification. The doctor's certification signals that the test was performed according to the established procedures required of the lab, and thus that the results are trustworthy by relying parties. I'll now log in as the doctor using my pre-registered account. I'll select a test result from the queue and examine the details. If the test results record meets with my approval, I'll click Certify, which effectively issues a verifiable digital credential to the patient. On the patient's phone, she sees a notification telling her that she has a new message from the MedCreds system. She sees that her test results have come in, and she is relieved to see that she is healthy and safe to work. Once she accepts the credential into her wallet, this is the only place where this information lives. I'll now demonstrate the employer persona. In SSI parlance, this person is also known more generally as the relying party. While it's helpful for purposes of this demo to think of her as an employer, in reality this could be anyone with an urgent business need to digitally verify the results of medical tests. The combination of our system and the employer's trust relationship with the medical provider allows her to rely on the test results that she sees. You'll see when I log in as the employer that I'm presented with a QR code, which the patient may scan. Once the code is scanned by the patient, the employer sees a progress meter while the system reaches out to the patient to confirm consent. On the patient's phone, she sees a notification telling her she has another message from the MedCreds system. This time it's her employer, Acme Corp, requesting a subset of the data that's on her test result credential. She is comfortable with sharing this information with her employer, so she clicks Present. You recall we left the employer staring at a progress meter. Once the patient gives consent to share her medical information, the employer is able to see the patient's status. Thankfully, the patient's test result was negative. Thanks to the MedCreds system, the employer has confidence in this test result such that she can bet the safety of her workers and customers on it.